or a day of coordinator? Hey, I'm Sydney and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are 23 days away from I do and I'm a little bit stressed. But I will say the number one person outside of my fiance making my life a little bit less stressful is our day of coordinator, Katie. Now, before we get into how amazing Katie is and just all the great things she's doing for us, I wanted to kind of take a step back and kind of tell you all why we picked a day of person versus a full-on wedding planner. So how do you know which one or which service you may need more than the other, you may ask? Honestly, my best advice is knowing yourself, your budget, and ultimately how much control you want to have when it comes to your big day. The main reason that we picked a day of coordinator instead of a full-on wedding planner is because I can admit that I am a little bit of a control freak. And I love knowing that I had my hand in every single person, every single vendor, every single detail on August 13th. And I feel confident and comfortable in those people that I picked. Now, would I be less stressed out if I would have just went with a full-on wedding planner? I would assume yes. Now, is all this stress currently worth knowing every single thing that's going to happen on Friday the 13th? I say yes. Again, I'm biased. The last thing I want to touch on wedding planner versus day of coordinator is your budget. I can only imagine, because we're working with a day of coordinator, that wedding planning, a full-on wedding planner, is a lot more expensive than just a day of coordinator. More time, more consistency, more meetings, etc., etc. So again, you just gotta know your budget and your schedule. Does your schedule allow you to be a little bit more hands-on? Would you much rather just give the reins to someone else and have them figure it out? Really, ultimately, think about those things before you pick one or the other, but I will say I feel that they are necessary. Biased, I haven't had my big day yet, but I've had girlfriends that have had their big day and they said that it was worth every penny. I've had girlfriends that have said that they didn't even have a day of person and they wish they did. So ultimately, my best advice is that you need one. Again, I'm biased, I haven't been through our big day yet, but I already feel so much less stressed than I would have if it just would have been me the whole time, the whole experience, the whole way. Okay. Now on to Katie. So Katie and Joey are actually a husband and a wife team that have created Team One luxury events, and they do everything. They do full-on wedding planning, they do day of coordination, they have transportation, they do photography, and so much more. The main reason that we found them and we picked them is because they were one of our vendors' recommendations. And ultimately that was really important to us because we wanted someone familiar with the venue, familiar with the floor plan, and to add just, sprinkles and icing and cherries on top is that Katie and Joey actually got married at our venue. So to me, it was just a clear, easy, we're going with Katie, we're going with Team One Luxury Events, let's do it. And I will say, with 23 days left to go, we are so happy with the decision picking Katie and Joey and just all the help that they've been with along the way. So let's kind of jump into them and why they're amazing. And if you're in the San Antonio, Texas Hill Country area, I definitely recommend them. Truly, the day of coordination is actually a month of coordination, but Katie, she's just amazing. And honestly, from the first time we talked, the first time we booked her, the first email we sent, there's been a constant communication going on. She would always email us and just check in on us just to see how we were doing, what's an update with our vendors, do we need any recommendations. So truly, I feel like she's going so far above beyond than what a typical day of coordinator, month of coordinator is actually supposed to do. So again, Kate is amazing, so grateful, so thankful. And now it's kind of like me not be so much of a control freak and let Katie do her thing. But it just feels really, really good knowing that Katie has our back. She responds to our emails in such a timely manner. She's written us down like a checklist of everything she still needs from us, kind of small little details that I didn't even think about. She definitely has been like, hey, what about this? So it's been super, super helpful, and as we are creeping on the days, it's just getting better and better and realer and realer and realer. So ultimately this whole vid was about why you need a wedding planner or a day of coordinator. Either one of those are extremely important, but ultimately this video is also about Katie and Team One Luxury Events and how amazing they have been, how thankful we are, and I just cannot wait to see it all come to life, to see it all come together. Definitely still stressed, but super, super grateful for Katie, Joey, the whole Team One team, and yeah. It feels good to be back on cam again. Life has been chaotic, wedding things, life things, work things, but I cannot complain. We are very, very blessed. I am very, very thankful. I hope you guys are too. Alrighty, until the next time, bye!